Hello and welcome to, the live video is starting. Yeah, I know.
Not quite yet.
Not quite yet.
The last couple of videos, you've been cutting yourself off.
I've been
Hit
cutting
the
myself
button,
off.
Wait 2 seconds and then start.
Okay.
Yeah, like now you're good.
Yeah, because it says you're now live. Okay. One of these days I will get the hang of this. Not today. Oh well. Dun 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 dun. Here's hoping I fixed that sound issue because that was stupid. Very, very stupid. Dun, 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 dun. I like how after you go live, it doesn't let you change any settings. Anyway, okay. Coming to you live from the quilting shed in Fredericton, New Brunswick on Wednesday, March the 4th, because we always do this on Wednesdays, early in the morning. Anyway, hey, we have new fabric. We have some new notions. And as I put in the description, which you might not be able to see right now, we have an exclusive Easter runner pattern and a kit for it. So, woohoo! Lisa, hello, baby girl. How you doing? You can hear me fine, right? Because we figured out the sound issues from the previous week, which was a setting, which I swear to God I checked. And it was dumb. Anyway, I didn't change it. Facebook is dumb. Whatever, Facebook. So yeah.
Coming through clear.
You're coming through clear. Yay! I said, here's my new fabric, and where is it? Okay, there it is. I made a bin, and half the stuff is not in the bin. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. I might need you to get me the rest of this horse stuff because it's way up at the front. There's only like 3 bolts.
I know.
Yay, my mom can hear me loud and clear. All right, so housekeeping. Da, da, da. You can hear me now loud and clear, so now I'm going to bust stuff up. So this little backpack was made from this panel. It actually makes 2 backpacks. The other one has like this fabric on it instead. There is only one of these panels left. It does come with instructions. You do need extra fabric. Where's the picture? I can't find the damn picture. Anyway, yeah, see, like that too. There's only one left of these. So if you were thinking of doing one of these, there's only one left. But we also have patterns, so you can do this in any print you want. But for the Sunset Ridge, there's only one backpack panel left. Grab it before it's gone. We have some new notions, and we have some lovely fabric that was selectively cut into fat quarters for you. I will show you some fabric, and then some notions, and then some fabric. Oh my God. Willa is sewing up fabric from my old shop, getting caught up. Oh my God, Willa, you are on fire. Like not literally. So this one's for my mom, sort of. It's not blue, Mom, but it's close. It's not blue, but it's close. We have this fabric here called Homebodies, and yes, those are cats in plants. Cats in plants. More cats on more plants. Look at that, but on cream. You see that? There we go. And this third one, you'll never guess what's on it. If you said cats, you win the lottery. Look at that, an all over cat print with paws. So this is, I think this one's the 22 a meter. This is 22 a meter, the Homebodies. That's on the website. Sounds right? But also, you're like, Andrea, I'm not a cat person. That's good because we have the dog version too. Look at the puppies. We have those dogs and the dogs in the conservatory. That as well. So we were looking at these. Any quilt pattern that has like big blocks on it, this is perfect for. Look at that. Perfect fabric from my mom's house. Little cushions maybe a quilt for your favorite cat. I know. You just take a fat quarter, you put a fuzzy back on it there as a pet quilt for a medium-sized to smallish cat who might or might not have an attitude, and that might be a reference to my mom's cat. Anyway, so that's that. That's Homebodies, and that is on the website with pictures and everything, and you can buy some because I'm a giver like that. So these are technically consignment type Notions, you may or may not be able to get these elsewhere, and I won't be able to get any more of these, but I am selling these for someone at reduced rates. So, I have this non-slip angle finder. You won't find these on the websites. You got to come in and pay me directly so I can pay her. This is 15 bucks if you want one of these. The simple curve ruler, this one is 13 for these curves. And some faffity faff things. This is actually probably decent if you have an older machine, because it does have a CD with it. Oh wow, it has a CD. This was regularly 120 bucks. So this is some embroidery stuff on CD. If you have old school technology, this was regular 120 bucks. It can be yours for 60 if you're looking for it. We can talk about that. This double diamond ruler for fancy double diamonds, like this sort of stuff. If you're intrigued, you can get that for the low price of 14 bucks. And finally, if you have the Creative Vision, the Creative 4.0, or the Creative 2.0, very, very old, Endless Hoop 2. That could be yours. That was regularly 200 bucks. 100 bucks, it's yours. Come see me if you want any of those. And as I said, I'm just selling them off for somebody else, basically. Ta-da. So that's that. Wow, I am flying through some things. So you may have noticed a new panel behind me. There we go. There it is. I don't know my right from my left. This is called Running Free from Northcott. I got this because people want stuff with horses on it. And to me, this looked very Sable Island, like very Atlantic, very East Coast. So we've got our lovely horses running along the beach in this lovely panel. We also have some of the matching yardage and the wide back. The wide back is like that ombre stripe up there. What have we got here? There is some running yardage that's very similar to the panel. That is like, you know, it's got the horse on it and it's got the sky, and it just keeps going and going if you want a lot in a slightly smaller scale. This is the $20 a meter, yeah. But if you were just looking for, you know, horses, it's upside down, but there we go. Ta-da! So lots of horses on that. And again, the background texture with the waves and sand and ocean just sort of doing its thing there. If you like the outdoorsy stuff, that's that. And yes, thank you, Heidi. Hello. Oh, right. A little bit of a change. You may have noticed my hair is a different color. It's actually a little less pink than it was. And sometimes, did I do this 2 weeks ago? Was it pink 2 weeks ago?
I don't remember.
We don't remember anymore. Maybe it was pink on the last video that I did because I skipped.
Yes, it was.
I skipped last week because tech issues and we didn't have anything new, and I had a zit break out of my forehead. I'm like, that's 3 things. I'm packing it in. So the pink is a little less, but look at that lovely pastel color. Oh my goodness. Expect to see more of it. I'm about due for a haircut, and then yeah, I do have to do it all over again. It's a lot of upkeep, but is what it is. Dun, 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 dun. You know what? I'm going to show this next. So Easter's coming. Easter is coming, and we did up. Look at this. This is adorable. Happy. I should say happy Easter. So this is a kit in here. I'm going to tell you all about it. It's $20. And you have everything you need in here to make a lovely runner for Easter. Dun, 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 dun. Look at this. Look at it. Look at these Easter eggs. Aren't they adorable? So the eggs are made with the dovetail pastels. Look, that's the best little... I'm so happy with this. So Emily from Mauve Bandit Designs, who works here, she has designed this runner, and we have done it up in a kit for the 20 bucks. Like, ta-da, you get the little pattern.
And this is exclusive.
This is exclusive. You can't get this anywhere else. This is, I didn't check the size. She's like, did you print it off at 100%? Oh, crap, I did. Yes, I did. Okay, good. We're good. But so you have to make copies. It is paper pieced. It is paper pieced, but look at the lovely job on these eggs. Like this one. This one is my favorite. Look at that. Memories of dipping it in the cup with the spoon. Like, hello. cutest Easter runner. We've got this for you. You can make one just like that with this little kit. $20. It's all yours. They are on the website even, because you just gotta come see us. We're very happy with that. So tell me what you think of that cute little runner, because we really like it. And I'm very happy. So thank you, Emily. Da, da, da. Look at that. It's so cute. I can't, I'm getting ideas quilting it. I like spring because it's like I come out of hibernation. Don't like the winter. Anyway, onwards and upwards, because we're getting there. So we do have some new notions for you. That was foundation paper piecing. If you were into English paper piecing, we have some big 2-inch hexagons. See them? Da, da, da. 11 something, 1175. And we also have 1.5. That's 100 count for the 1.5 in there. They are like the Dritz ones, but that's what we could get for those sizes. It's a challenge some days ordering things just cause. So we do have those. Dun, 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 dun. The glue stick refill for the fabric glue sticks, the ones that are like really well wet, like the bohin ones. If you have the pink ones, whatever label that is, they fit in that one too. So those are back in stock. They've been out for a while. So remember the purple thing? We were low on purple things. We only had a few left, and I was going to restock them, but then my supplier got their own version, and it's not purple. It's turquoise. It's really cute, actually. The only way I would like this better is if it were blue. So this is the thread and tuck, they called it. So this end is 1/4 inch. It's got the little slot here for threading drawstring stuff. It's got your little pokey end here for don't stick your finger under the needle. Put this pokey stick under it. Turning your corners. Yeah, helping you stuff things. It's $6. So we've got those in a lovely blue, especially if you don't like purple. Susan, who is here on Saturdays, notoriously does not like purple. And we have the sewing machine micro brushes back in stock under a new label. Sometimes I have brought in generic ones and had to repackage them myself, but my supplier has done this. The sewing machine micro brushes, $8.60. You get 30 in a package. That's pretty good. So these here, look how tiny they are. So you just like poke them in like in around the bobbin area to get everything instead of a Q-tip. The Q-tip's too fuzzy. But these are very, very lightly fuzzy, and they will do a good job of cleaning all the tiny little bits. Like you can go in first with like sometimes I'll just take a Swiffer on my finger and get the bulk of the bulky stuff out. Don't blow. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. And we have a whole one Supreme slider that came in from a back order. I know, just one. It's $45. So this is a silicone mat that you stick to your machine bed. It just sticks by itself. I think it's got the hole in the middle. You line up where your hole is on your machine. You can make it a little bigger if you need to. And it's just, if you do your own machine, free motion quilting, this will help it slide around a little more. Do we have EPP diamonds? Do we have any diamonds? EPP diamonds? We do. We do have some. What size? 1.5 inch diamonds. We have those in stock. How much are they? $7. Okay. There you go. Patty, we do. The other new notion, it's not really new, it just looks different. So the seam roller, if you do the foundation paper piecing and you just want to do a quick press at your sewing table, you use one of these, and it's pink. I love how Bowen's doing the pink notions. So just roll, roll, roll.
So you can show off what we have.
Oh, speaking of English paper pieces, Snowy has just brought over what we have, because I'm not sure all of these show on the website. We have 1-inch hexagon kites, 1-inch 6-point diamonds, 3/4 inch jewel pieces, and that they look like that Hexen Moore ruler. That's a jewel, yeah. Okay, 1.5 inch equilateral triangles. Wow, the fancy. That's still 60 degrees, so they'll fit. 1-inch pentagons, 5-sided, and 1.5 inch 6-point diamonds. There you go. So if the package says like 1 inch and it's a bunch of different shapes, they should all match up on the sides. at least size-wise. Whether the shape fits is a different story, because you can't match a pentagon to a hexagon, can you? No. Anyway, we're carrying on. We are carrying on. Another new bowhin notion is the comfort needle puller in a medium and a small. So you put that on there, it'll help you pull the needle out if it gets stuck. I feel like I'm going really fast.
Yes, you are.
I am going really fast. So tell me what I need to recap. So people have asked for different kinds of needle pullers. These were the first ones we could find. Tell me how you like them, but it looks like they will work really good, and the package is easy to open, so we can test it no problem. Ta-da! And I'm not sure if I showed this before, but I'm going to show it again because we are getting in more Wonderfill items. This is the Rinse Away Self-Adhesive Design Sheet. This is for hand embroidery. You could use it for quilting, anything where you need to put a design on something and then, whoops, there we go, a design on something and then remove the stabilizer. This is very, very handy. Thank you. That is new. So that's that. And it's got a lot of sheets in it. Somebody was doing something recently and said that this was probably exactly what they needed. I think they were transferring a quilt design and they had to do it a few times. That would all, we figured out that would also work. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And speaking of Wonderfill, we got in. It's starting to trickle in. I've got an account. I've started to order some things directly from them, but you know, thread racks and navigating the ordering system. But if you like bigger spools of the Invisifill, and I got these in for somebody, and so this is Invisifill in 3 shades of white. It's the white, the natural white, and
Antique white.
antique white. So these are nice neutral white shades. And these are, how much were these?
Those are
1850?
$18.50.
Okay.
But there's 2,000 meters on them.
Yeah, there's like 2,500. So this is a 20, you're like 1850 for that? That's a tiny little spool. 2,500. That's half of those big spools of glide. This is also 100 weight thread. And in thread, if the weight of the thread is a higher number, that means the thread is thinner. So this thread, I'm not sure how well you can see that. This thread is extremely, extremely thin. So what a lot of people use this for is to wind in the bobbin. If you get pre-round bobbins for embroidery, sometimes they will have either 60 weight or 100 weight thread in it. That's this stuff. So you wind bobbins with this, you get a lot of bobbins. And the 100 weight basically means, can't remember it. how many something measurement of the thread that they can fit in a kilometer, and the higher the number, the more the thread, because of course it's thinner.
Isn't it related to actual weight, like how much strength it has?
It could be, but I don't think so. No. It's like how much of it takes up the weight. Anyway. So yeah, it's really, really thin. If you do any sort of micro quilting, if you do a lot of custom quilting where you do a lot of traveling, I've used 100 weight thread for that. It's very fine. You can go over things multiple times before the thread builds up. So you don't see it. I've used white thread on a dark gray background, and because it was 100 weight, you didn't see it. It just sinks right in. So we do have these, and we will be getting more. And even if you want to experiment with something like that, it's worth it. Worth it, worth it, worth it. Worth it, worth it, worth it. Ooh. Sorry, I got songs in my head. So yeah. And we have little Invisifill variety packs too, because a lot of ladies like to use it for the applique, even though it's very, very fine. And usually in applique you want to see that, but they do use it in the applique for some finer techniques.
Also in the bobbin.
And in hand sewing. They have used it with hand sewing because, like I said, extremely fine thread. Like it's like threading with an eyelash. You got to get your readers out. You really do. So if there is any other weight of thread that you want me to carry, like thicker thread, sashiko type stuff, I went to this other shop and they had this thread. Can you carry it? That sort of thing is what I'm looking for. The other thing how would you quilt this? Tell me how you would quilt this. Would you hand quilt it? Would you machine quilt it? Would you just do straight lines? Would you do some custom work? Give me your ideas for this one.
I would do a different quilting design in each egg.
I would definitely, yeah, exactly. I would do a different quilting design in each egg. Something like this is very, very good for practicing. And if you do use a thread like this, it's so fine, it won't show your mistakes. It won't show like the little bits, like, should I take that out? Oh, I didn't do that quite right. You can hide a lot with this. Ta-da! Jeannie K is watching from the deck, waiting for a new knee. Yay! Jeannie's getting a new knee. Everybody's getting new knees. Somebody was in yesterday. She's like, I'm finally getting the boot off my foot. So yeah, this sort of thing, it's not red, but I feel like this is up Jeannie K's alley. Like, you could celebrate with this. Look at, isn't that cute? But we've had these pastel fabrics for a while. They are a basic reorderable. This one right here is delicious on a binding, as well as this one. Very nice bindings. But pastels, little prints that you can throw in with other collections for like baby quilts and stuff. And we were like, this is very Eastery. Very Eastery. Carlene said she would do different swirls in each egg. Swirls. I would totally do swirls. Swirls, and I would practice my swirled hook because I can't do them very well. So I would do more. Pebbles. I would probably do pebbles on this one.
Then it looked like a dragon egg.
Then it would look like a dragon egg. You could have a dragon egg for Christmas, for Easter. You could have a dragon egg for Easter. What holiday do you have dragon eggs? How would you make these deviled eggs? Let's do little flames all over one. And you just say, that's my deviled egg. And my mom's at home going, yeah, there's my girl. So I thought that was great. Like $20, you get everything for that runner. You do. You really do. And you won't, I mean, you have enough to mess it up. But it is, and it's gently paper pieced. It's not a lot. Emily did this in an afternoon. You can do this in an afternoon. Like, piece it. Like, we were open and Emily was here and did the runner in the afternoon. That's how easy it is to put together. And to recap again, the home bodies with the cats and dogs. Cats and dogs falling out of the sky everywhere. Yay! Where is that one? And that one. Oh, yeah. The cats were on cream and the dogs were, you know, dark. So cats and dogs. Madness everywhere. Woo! We've got the fabric in the runner is linked below in the comments. Thank you. Ta-ta! And that's the home bodies with the cats and the dogs. I do like these ones too. Like, a lot of you make bandanas and stuff for pets. How funny would it be to make a cat bandana for your dog? I think of funny things like that all the time. And there they are at the dog park. Maybe. Who knows? Everybody's giving advice on knee surgery in the comments. You can dream about quilting. You can't really do much, but at least it's not your hands or your arm or your elbow. My shoulder is still jacked. It's off and on. But anyway, I've been trying to power through that rainbow wing quilt that I'm working on. I can't spin around and show you because I took the other half off. It's coming. And more importantly, this weekend, Ron and I sat there and spent half the afternoon getting my long arm back up and running because it needed to be re-leveled. There was a lot of different things that had gotten knocked around off of it. And I'll be able to quilt this really, really soon. I've got a whole other section, but woo! This is the second half. I've got that. I've done the red. I've got to sew the orange the rest of this week, and that second side will be done. I don't know if I will be able to start quilting it this weekend because I got a busy weekend, but definitely next weekend, and might get it done in time for either the Shop Hop or the Elm City Quilt Show. There's a bunch of quilt shows coming up in May. I will only be at one of them. That's fine. Does Canada change clocks this week? Yes, and the time change is this weekend. So I'm hoping I'll get over my tiredness. There we go. And get back on my social media posting schedule because I need to make some posts about these fabrics that we have in. So that's enough for me. And hopefully I will get this video uploaded to the YouTube in a timely manner. For those of you watching over there, if you see this late, that's why. It was me. It was me. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up, and I will see you later. If you have any questions about anything you've seen or comments, you can email me. You can leave a comment below. You can hit whatever button says send this joker a message. You can go to our Facebook page, wherever it says the Quilting Shed up there. Just click on it. You can send us a message, and we'll see what we can do. All right. Have a good day. Have a good rest of your week, and I will catch you later on the flip side. Bye.